I am happy that my CryptoQ media channel is back online. The Unified Payments Interface UPI system in India has recently seen some interesting new advancements. It also has significant implications for Ripple and XRP. Also, we're going to talk about this a lot and go into it thoroughly. We will begin by reviewing the Ripple links, paying special attention to the UPI system. I loosened it up over here so we can figure it out. Regardless, UPI has handled over 100 billion transactions, according to our subjective evaluations. Can you find any Ripple contacts? If yes, then how many? Some of the non-financial and financial businesses that have adopted UPI, the public digital infrastructure, will be Ripple partners in 2023 and 2024. Crossing 100 billion annual transactions is a major milestone for UPI, which shows the strong infrastructure and user confidence in digital payments in India. The volume of transactions increased by 55% and the value by 40% compared to the previous year. Worldwide and at home, UPS will continue to play a crucial role in defining the future of electronic payment systems. If we look at the whole breakdown of countries above, we can see that UPI adoption is happening all around the world, not only in India. It has spread all across the world. Bhutan is now a part of our group. So, CBDCs and their repercussions can be tracked all the way to the Royal Monetary Authority of Bhutan. After that, we have Malaysia, followed by Singapore. A slew of Asian nations are also present, including Japan, UAE, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, Hong Kong, Taiwan, South Korea, and Korea. Next up are Nepal, the United Arab Emirates UAE again, France, the United Kingdom, the Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, Switzerland, Oman, the UAE again, London, and lastly, Sri Lanka. Just looking at the names linked to these announcements makes you realize how strange this is. The Royal Monetary Authority of Bhutan is just one example. Alright, pay now, they're working with Ripple. In addition to a license from the Monetary Authority of Singapore, Ripple has worked with Pay Now. So, we have a liquid group. We don't have any ties to the liquid group, but there are a few other connections here, including Lulu Financials, another big one. Several of the names on the list have ties to Ripple or possibly XRP, which intrigues me. Notable brands like TerraPay and PayExpert Worldline are also included. But this isn't the only connection. Actually, the Finternet was revealed yesterday, August 29, by Navin Gupta, who is well known for his time spent working with Ripple. The goal of this initiative is to help low-income areas gain access to banking and credit by digitizing all physical assets and placing them on blockchains. I find it intriguing that Navin Gupta did really make ripples. Despite featuring numerous notable people among them, a driving factor behind UPI, this photo is unrelated to Ripple. Two further choices are Crystal Platform and Riff-Raff. I find it amusing that Ripple is being tagged in this image of the future where digital assets are represented as tokens. Each token is a unique, shenable packet that may describe itself. Like paper tokens, digital tokens put power back in the hands of the people who use them thanks to developments in cryptography that make them immutable, verifiable, secure, and private. Everyone can now take use of composability and interoperability because of the Internet. It baffles me that the Internet, or the Internet of Value, is at the center of it all. By the way, who was the first to tag this? Remember that the BIS has recently begun using the term Internet of Value to describe the Finternet. Whose Ripple was the more prominent among the first to announce, "Hey, we're doing something called the Internet of Value." They were true trailblazers. Even though Navin Gupta is a new member of the BIS, all of a sudden they are starting with the internet, which is basically the same thing. Taking part in this conversation while highlighting specific individuals who are also accountable for developing UPI. This leads us to believe that Ripple and India have been working together on UPI. We also give ISO 22 our congratulations. Get it done. Starting in June of 2023, this encompasses the whole duration. In India, UPI is run by TerraPi and MSI, two companies that are also partners with Ripple. We have Ripple and are in discussions with MSI for the global ease of account transfers. Regarding the investment group's acquisition of TerraPi, Navin Gupta is mentioning MSI in his reports at various points. Also, MSI International and TerraPi are collaborating to make it easy for merchants to accept payments via UPI-enabled QR codes. The connections are obvious once more. It is also available over here. The fact that Ripple and Bhutan's Royal Monetary Authority have been working together on a test program for CBDC, their digital currency, which is pegged to the Indian rupee at PAR, is well known. We have already covered the reasons why Ripple is so important in this. Even with all these announcements, partnerships, and agreements in the works, the value of XRP isn't rising just yet. Scalable use cases are still beyond the capabilities of crypto at this time. We need to make sure that protections are put in place. Because of this, I have always stressed the value of listening. Pay attention to the last obstacle even while everyone else complains and gripes. Imagine quitting at the final lap, just like in a race. The finish line laws are the only thing separating us from the finish line, but you're already past that point. However, many people are currently just being forthcoming with information. Somehow, they're being prompted to stop and get a little nervous. We are on the verge of catastrophe, and all we need to do is wait for rules. It's ridiculous. In fact, the fact that this is the one thing stopping us from going forward has been made very clear to me, and it is a big deal. Why, as part of the Universal Payments Interface, non-banks and fintechs were very recently, less than 24 hours ago, announced to play a role in expanding person-to-merchant transactions in India that are based on UPI. The Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas City released this. I summarized using chat. That is what although it was originally developed for peer-to-peer payments, UPI is now the de facto standard for digital payments in India, processing over 75% of all retail digital payments made in the nation. The involvement of non-banks and fintech companies is mainly responsible for this quick growth. The emergence of UPI P2M payments has been greatly aided by non-banks and fintechs, who have provided third-party apps, merchant services, consumer loans, and have helped with the global expansion of these systems. Several government initiatives, such Dijandahan, Aadhaar Mobile Trinity, I think that's the correct pronunciation, and demonetization in 2016, have played a significant role in the surge of UPI P2M transactions. UPI's creator, the National Payments Corporation of India (NPCI), has been dealing with COVID-19 and current events. In its most basic form, the NPCI seeks to establish a common set of standards and a free and open source infrastructure. The market's openness to non-banks and fintechs has boosted its profile, broadened its appeal, and facilitated its integration with digital commerce. Fintechs and non-banks have contributed in various ways, such as with user-friendly apps, QR codes for stores, solutions for business management, and consumer credit lines. Their astute partnerships with international fintechs have not only transformed India's payment system, but also expanded the use of UPI payments globally. As a result, the path for worldwide digital payment interoperability has been cleared. The UPI is crucial. India is also a major factor, especially considering our focus on the BRICS. Things are looking up for BRICS. India is a major player in that film. In the same vein, this is critical information that you need to be aware of immediately. That you took the time to watch my video is truly appreciated. Please subscribe to my channel, it would mean a lot to me. Until next time.